Hi, friends. I'm just letting a lot of emotions flow right now. I'm letting a lot of emotions flow right now. And I'm just choosing a love that I've always wanted to receive. I'm choosing to give it to myself. We definitely limit love. A lot of us, I limited love to be outside of me and like uncontrollable, just like receiving it for whatever way it chooses to manifest or show up in my life, especially through God, right? God is so much love and it feels so good. But I think the moment you realize the kind of love God gives is the kind of love you have to choose, and we have a choice in how we show up for ourselves, right? How we love ourselves. And that was so hard for me because so badly I want connection and I want community and I want to be seen and I want everyone to show up authentically and feel accepted. Oh, there's a dove right here. Love you, God. So when your desire is to make others feel loved, you stop loving yourself how you choose because you're just thinking about other people. And through God loving me how I should be loving me, it's helped so much. And I just had a lot of hard conversations today, especially with my mom. My mom struggled with drug addiction, and so I had to do a lot of growing up and taking care of my brother. And now I'm in a position where I'm a single mom and I live with my dad who has Alzheimer's and he has cancer, and my brother is autistic, which is not saying that's a hindrance, but he just doesn't understand certain things. So I have to just make sure he's taking care of himself and taking care of my dad right. And then I'm a single parent. So it's just like taking care of a child. But then it's like, it's hard to even choose to say it's heavy. I love God so much that I want to be grateful. So it's like I'm ignoring loving myself how I need to be right now. Because I'd rather love God more than me and say, I'm grateful, it's okay, God. I want to start this business. I want to do that podcast. I want to talk about how amazing you are. I want to show up for God so much. But I've been feeling him tell me rest, and like he chooses what I really need, not what I need from my understanding, what I'm thinking. And today I had a horrible dream, right? And it was basically a reflection of the end of my marriage and like that loop I was in that marriage. And I woke up feeling so disgusted, so like that wasn't love. And God was clearly saying to me, love has always looked a certain way to you, and I need you to release that form of love that you're choosing. We can't always choose what life throws at us, right? Sometimes love is loss, people pass away. Sometimes love is things that don't feel good. That's still love. But it's like I'm choosing a certain love because of a dynamic I've always been in since childhood, because of my mom's drug addiction and things like that. So I woke up and I was like, I don't want to choose that anymore. And so there are a couple relationships in my life I didn't want people to not feel accepted and loved for who they were showing up as. And I realized, like, I feel horrible. I feel horrible about it. And so it's like, why am I choosing that? So I wrote my mom a text and just was honest about how I've been saying I need her. I've been saying I need your help. This is a lot, and I get so much support, and that's why it's like I want to be grateful for my dad does help me so much. My brother does. My brother gives me so much love. Like, he hugs me so good, and I'll like cry. My sister Stacy helps so much with my dad. I feel like I don't have to do that much. So it's like, why are you complaining? And then my daughter's amazing and I'm grateful to be a mom, so it's hard to like say I can't do it. It's hard, it's heavy, because I don't want her to think she is too much. I love being a mom, but I have to be honest with my mom of like, I need help, right? I need help. She's in a different state, living her life, and she says, I'm so glad you're happy, I'm so glad you're this, and I'm like, but I need help. And it's like, so glad we're here for each other. And I'm like, what? And so I finally told her, and I finally just like, I feel this rejection every time you don't show up, and I still show up in this relationship because I don't want you to feel rejected by me feeling rejected. And so I wrote her this text, and she's like, I have to protect myself. Like, I know I did a lot of things growing up to you, but like, I don't want to feel rejected. So I like need to basically stay over there. And it's like, so you're going to constantly make me feel rejected because you don't want to feel rejection. And God's like, that's what the enemy does, right? The enemy makes you feel a feeling that is just momentary, that isn't even valid, isn't even someone's truth, right? Because I responded to my mom in a way when she last came to visit when my daughter was like a month old. I responded out of trauma and triggeredness because stuff happened, and I was like, Mom, and she wasn't taking any accountability. And so now I'm like, please come. And she's like, I don't want to go and be rejected again. It's like, I feel like I'm being seen from a moment where I didn't know how to process what I was feeling. But I can forgive her for going on drugs and abandoning us, and like me walking trailer parks alone at midnight, right? Like, I can forgive her, but she can't forgive me for this. And it's like the enemy has such a hold on her, and that feeling of rejection she doesn't want to feel. And so I'm like, I'm being exposed to that constant feeling of rejection because she doesn't want to feel rejection and come here. So it's just like this cycle, and I refuse to let it affect our relationship. I don't want to say, well, bye, Mom. Like, I'm not talking to you. You're not showing up for me. I don't want to love with that condition, right? Because I don't want the enemy to win. I don't want it to. I don't want the enemy to win. I don't want the enemy to cause conflict so that I stop talking to my mom and we don't go years without speaking. I refuse to be in that cycle. We've gone to counseling. We're doing so much better. So it's like, I expressed it. I chose to love myself by just being authentic to what was coming up for me. And like, now I'm going to continue on. We're going to go back to whatever we're doing. Hey, good morning. I'm going to have a good day, right? I'm not going to let her feeling of rejection, then my feeling of rejection, cause a disconnect. And that's where it's like, I love also myself enough to know I love just having my mom in whatever capacity she can show up right now. I don't want to put an expectation on like what I think as a mom you should be doing, or as a mom what I would do for my daughter, right? So that was just one of the main conversations today. And God keeps showing me a vision of taking this video, and I'm like, like, I don't want to do this. But God keeps showing me, like, talking to you guys, and I'm crying, and I'm reading this, and I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna go watch a movie and relax the rest of the day and, like, lock my phone away. Because I'm just so overwhelmed. Because choosing to love yourself in a way you're not used to is definitely overwhelming. And it's just, but like all this needed to come out. I can feel it. Leave my matcha alone, Fly. So, this is what I wrote about love. I am no longer choosing a love that feels like letdown. I am no longer confined to the love that lets me lose myself. Love lifts me up and lets me live. Love follows through and lets light in. Love is me and who I choose to be. Love is limitless. Bye, guys. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Have a great rest of your day. And I love you.